Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today. We'll keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way. In every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we've got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel.
News, views, and what's hot today. We'll keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today. We'll keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way. In every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we've got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9.
morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today. We'll keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way. In every way. Livewire, fill in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we've got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly. It is the 7th of March, 2025, and we're here in Bartica, Region 7. We out and about again. Just let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. I want to make sure we have good audio before I start. Morning to the persons across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to the persons across the diaspora. Special good morning to the persons joining us in the comment section. We're coming to you from the Bartica Community Center ground, where the Ministry of Housing is having a land allocation exercise. Let me just check the audio. Oh, great, loud and clear. Great. Morning to all the people in the comment section. Chris, morning to you. Generine Narendra, Omar Sharif joining us from NYC. Pasad Pati here from Kitty. Wazim Nabi, morning to you. Derek Drupal, Anita Williams. Pam, special good morning to you and Trevor. Who else we got here? Donna Alfonso, morning to you. Ashmi Bazdio, morning to you as well. Ian Gill. Wow, the name a little complicated. Krishna Deodat, morning to you. Bisundat Mohan, Bibi Kali Charan. Ronald Jones, we in Region 7, buddy. What's going on? Who else we got here? Chris, Richard Aklu, morning to you. Sunil Raghubir, good morning to you. Richard Stanislaus, morning to you. Sarah Mosley, morning. Alan Khan, morning, everybody. Good morning. Vicky Pandey. I can't call everybody. Using the phone, it's kind of hard to work on the comments. So just let me give you an idea before we get into today's content. What's happening down here at the Bartica Community Center ground, right? Jeez, it's long. I ain't use this thing. How am I flipping this camera? Oh, right. One sec. Back to pop. There we go. Right. So, as I was saying to you guys, we're at the Bartica Community Center ground, where the Ministry of Housing and the Central Housing and Planning Authority is having a land allocation exercise. As you know, since the administration would have taken office, or would have been elected, I should say. I want to say taken, because you know people could misconstrue what you say. Now, since the administration has been voted back into office, the PDP administration, the Steve Fanali-led administration, the Ministry of Housing has been on an aggressive housing drive. During that 2015 to 2020 period, there was not much housing allocation done, no new housing schemes built, especially in communities here like in Region 7, Bartica. So under the leadership of the Minister of Housing, the Honorable Courdel Croll, and the Minister within the Ministry of Housing, the Honorable Susan Rodriguez, they have championed this effort on behalf of President Ali to ensure that persons are able to access affordable housing at many levels, whether it's low income, middle income, moderate income, high income, young professionals, migrants, whatever it is. So again, we're here at the Bartica Community Center ground, and the land allocation exercise has begun for this area. As you would know, the government has invested heavily in ensuring that there's a new housing scheme here in Bartica, the 5-mile housing scheme. Quite a few young professional homes under construction there. Persons are here very early to get their process started. I must say, the official the official segment of the today's activity has not started as yet, but as you can see, persons are already in the line to get their process started in terms of you know, matter of fact, just let me take you through the process here. So persons would come in here at the inquiry section, dealing with some of the staff here at housing to look at, I guess, their allocation letters or and so forth. Then, as you can see, there are various sections here under the tent. So the survey unit, there's planning, there is squatter regularization and relocation, community development, legal, conveyance for titles and transports, steel and cement, housing subsidies. On this side here, well, the staff having some breakfast. So there's housing administration, land allocation section, a record allocation, payment vouchers, another section for allocation. I guess this is where you would peruse your allocation letters and move along. So I think uh, I don't know how the flow is going, but I think they come in and come around this way and then back out that way once they have been went through the entire process. So a lot of staff from the Central Housing and Planning Authority are here in Region 7 to assist with this process. It's part of their job. They're pretty good at what they do. I see some senior staff from the Ministry of Housing here already on the ground to get the ball rolling. Again, these are persons who would have been allotted in the 5 Mile housing scheme, the new construction, well, the new scheme constructed under the Finale administration here in Region 7. As you people may know, there hasn't been a lot of drive, especially under the last administration, to create new housing here in Bartica. So it is really great to see that persons in this area, again, well, finally again have access to um, new house lots. There has been a lot of road construction in this area as well. Just over there, you can see the new hotel going up. Um, a lot of things happening here in Bartica Region 7. As you know, it was turned into a town by the last administration, but not much development was or interest was placed in the development of this area. However, under the leadership of President Ali and the various ministers of cabinet, we see a lot of activity happening here in Bartica. Just about a month or two ago, the Minister of Local Government and Regional Development was in this area handing over a new garbage truck to the mayor and town council of Bartica so that they could assist with the garbage collection. I think through that ministry and a collaboration with the regional office, they were able to relocate a dump site in this area to a more safe location. It was pretty close to pretty close to pretty close to the town. So again, we're here at the Bartica Community Center ground for the land allocation exercise, which is being conducted by the Ministry of Housing. And we're going to be here for the rest of the day. That aside, let's get into some other things. So, guys, yesterday, the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party had his press conference, and he touched on a number of issues. He touched on a number of issues. One of them being the statement made by a sanctioned individual about our Minister of Agriculture and his ability to conduct his job and how he operates in his job. So I was glad that the General Secretary took the time to defend the Minister of Agriculture and his tenure in that sector. The minister has been very active in the farming areas, the farming regions, more specifically Region 10, Region 6, Region 5. Where else by Region 1, Region 2. He has been very active in those areas, particularly with rice farmers, sugar farmers, cash crop farmers. We've seen the integration of aquaculture into some of these indigenous communities, where they're harvesting hundreds of pounds of tilapia and the cage cultured fish, right? So I was glad that the General Secretary defended the Minister of Agriculture and called out some of these persons who think they are holier than thou when their character is trouble, trouble, right? Listen, I can tell y'all the truth. When I heard when I heard the bucket statement, I almost rolled up in the press conference. Honest to God. And if you guys really take into account, now we would have seen this individual going to communities and engaging with persons on a regular basis, but never the kind of charity work and the kind of activities that are happening now. If you take into consideration when certain sanctions were put in place, and you do a correlation between, or you contrast between, or you juxtapose when all of this heavy charity work and all this stuff started to happen, it's quite obvious what's going on. You understand me? It's quite obvious what's going on. So, again, we need to pay attention to these things. We need to pay attention to these things, right? Since those sanctions were put in place, a lot of charity work and a lot of stuff started to happen. Before then, it was just random visits to places with the boys on the weekend. You understand? Random visits to places on the weekend. They take some photos and they went their way. Another important thing I was glad was mentioned yesterday, and I would have said this to you guys on this program over and over again. Over and over again. You cannot put certain individuals to sit and have a press conference or to share thoughts with you on policies or plans, economic growth for the country. Nothing, nothing. Just yesterday, I was saying to someone, even with the prepared scripts that are furnished to certain individuals, it's stumbling and bumbling through. You got to wear shades so that people can't see that you read it. You can't remember a couple lines in your head. Reminds me of stuff I had. You understand? Some of these persons are not even able, and you know what was a lovely point that was made? Some of the things that happened in this country in relation to politics and elections, if that individual, morning to Randy Shepherd on the live, guys, don't forget to check out the man behind his emotions this Sunday, 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Livewire TV. Right? So, shucks, what was I saying? Darn, Randy a trauma. But anyway, as I was saying to you, the General Secretary also took some time to debunk I don't know, the accusation or the assertion that somebody wants to assassinate Azardine Mohammed for what? For what? For what? What impact you're making that you think you're so relevant that a Guyanese or somebody from the government of Guyana would be thinking of an assassination attempt? This gentleman got as much security as the president. Probably not as well trained. Probably is not as well equipped, but he has the manpower. He has the manpower. So what is he worried about? All the years this guy Azardine in Guyana going around the place, you're not afraid of anybody. You're worried about nothing. One time these people almost drive me off the road. I was coming down from Linden. I was driving a Duke at the time, and this is the Lamborghini. This was before the Ferrari came to Guyana. This is by the Falls gas station. So I'm heading to town. They're going up to the highway side. You understand? And I'm seeing oncoming traffic, and then all I see is a black flat thing cut out into my lane and power through. Well, the Lamborghini, it has this speed to, make that kind of aggressive overtake in a short distance. But right behind the Lamborghini, which I didn't expect, four black Raptor. Whoop, 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 whoop. So I had to actually pull off the road to save myself. Pull off the road to save myself. You understand? The General Secretary also spoke about the taxation issue. Now, could you imagine? Could you imagine you snitch on yourself that you don't pay the right taxes and then trying to blame the government? What nonsense is that? Where did I even come from? Where did I even come from? That's crazy. You snitch on yourself. Say you pay a certain amount. You post it publicly. The president, the vice president, no me, nobody can tell you to say what you say. You say it on your own. You understand? You say it on your own. No, you are um reprimanded or GRA figures out that okay, things are not as they're supposed to be. We're supposed to be collecting some money from the taxpayers. Come on, what do you expect? What do you expect? Right? What do you expect to happen? So GRA is supposed to hear you, and that's the thing. Why would you say that? Knowing fully, but or maybe he just didn't know. Maybe better sense didn't prevail. You understand? So you underpay taxes, post on Facebook that you underpay taxes, then the taxation agency say, hey, you gotta pay the rest of these taxes or they reprimand. How is that the government's fault? Morning to Tracy Martindale. You should answer the call when I called you initially. You understand? Who advising this guy? Who's advising this guy? So I am hoping that with the press conference from the General Secretary yesterday, we will see um, some kind of press engagement with Mr. Azarine Mohammed, so that he could be his feet could be held to the fire like everybody else. So just like Aubrey Norton and Nigel Hughes, and to tell you the truth is those are bad examples because they too dodge questions. This guy hasn't answered any questions as yet. He's in a controlled environment, right? He's in a controlled environment. Somebody gives him a script, he reads the script very poorly, and they do very nice editing and stuff. And he has money, he has a nice camera so that the production looks good. And that's it. But if you, sir, are interested in running this country, if you think that you could do a better job than the president and his cabinet, we want to know who in your cabinet. We want to know who your prime ministerial candidate. We want to know what's your plans and policies. We want to know that you are able to travel out this country and represent us. Anybody show them a photo with Mohammed overseas. Anybody. Somebody gave me a stupid argument months ago that if he's elected president, he can send his prime minister to these overseas meetings that he probably can't go to. Oh, okay. So somebody saying Cordell David Hines said that if people had refused to dance with the president, that would have been better than a bullet. This is called gaslighting. Anyway, but at the end of the day, I'm saying, oh, I must mention, I noticed a post from Melly Mel um, saying the vice president was scared or something. Of what? Of what? Of what? I would admit that this gentleman has money, but at the end of the day, the intellect, the patience, the know-how to run a country, it's not there. None of these businesses this gentleman started on his own from scratch. Inheritance, passed on. You understand? So for some of these persons, this fascination, like, oh wow, he rich, so he must be able to run a country or manage a business. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. How many of those businesses do you think this guy has a hands-on day-to-day control of? Think about it. And y'all want to what? Well, not even y'all. There's certain elements in Guyanese society that offer this gentleman praise and, oh, run for president, run for president. On what grounds? Have a press conference, share your policies and your plans, and impress us. Even Aubrey Norton just do that with the foolishness that he just come with 400,000 a month minimum wage and make it get money. Yeah, man, making UG free, then it done free, and them kind of stupidness. Even Aubrey gives us an idea of his bad plan or his plans that have been implemented already. So you should do the same, Mr. Mohammed. You should do the same. Let us know. Um, Let us know that you're more than just. It seems like it's coming at a turtle's pace. Sound retarded. You gotta speak a little quicker, man. Sound a little sicky. But anyway, all I'm saying is the Guyanese people need to know. You understand? They're interested. Some of them, not all of them, some of them are interested in hearing from you. I would love to have an interview with you. You know what I can do? I can reach out and see if I can get this man to come on Livewire morning. You know, I will reach out and see if we could get this man to come on Livewire a morning. And let's hear from him, right? Do y'all remember when the artificial island, the construction had just started in Region 3? That was way before the sanctions. Either just Lyman in Georgetown, he going to, as I said, going to these areas with his friends, spending some time and coming back. Y'all remember that that group was a part of um, a consortium to build this artificial island to have that shore-based facility there. Y'all remember when the Mohammeds pulled out? Y'all remember what the reason was that was given? And this is what I'm trying to show you. These people even bringing in Allah in the worries. No, Pam, I'm not joking. I would like to invite him on the program. And let's hear from Mr. Mohammed in an unscripted fashion. Let him answer questions being posed to him about Guyana's development, the economic growth, infrastructure, tourism. What is his plan? What is his plan for public servants? What is his plan for housing? Again, we're in Bartica at the Bartica Community Center ground as the current administration continues to push housing across this country. You understand? Continues to push housing across this country. This area in the past would normally vote PNC. And I'm not just saying that to be political. It's fact. They normally vote PNC. But at the end of the day, what did they do for this community? Did persons come here during that time for a house lot? Did persons in this area get a contract to build a road? Persons in this area who were not involved, but most persons in this area are involved in the mining sector. But those who could not go into the mining areas, were they offered part-time jobs out here? Nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. So again, I'm reminding you, we're in Bartica at the community center ground with the Ministry of Housing and Water, along with the Central Housing and Planning Authority. They're having an allocation exercise for, I think, lots of the 5 Mile housing scheme, which was recently constructed. Another thing up here, solar farm. So they got integrated. You remember that was the green crew, right? Green energy and things. Not a solar farm in Bartica. The PPP administration came in to put that here. So now there's an energy mix of generated current and solar energy. Dog Point didn't have a road under the farm administration, right? They didn't have those things. And for someone who we know is highly inexperienced to come and say to us now, um, they want to run this country to get away from the trouble they're in. We want to know your plans, brother. We want to know your plans. Morning. We want to know your plans. So I see Minister Croll has arrived. I think Minister Rodriguez would have arrived as well. We're going to try to see if we have a quick talk with either one or two of them. I also see the permanent secretary arriving as well for the Ministry of Housing and Water. We're going to try to have a quick talk with them. With the other side there. With the other one. I want to see if I catch Minister quick. So we're going to try to have a quick talk with them about the activity today. Specifically, which areas are going to be allocated and how that will work, right? So just hold a second, guys. Yes. Oh. So just this way. So Minister, morning we're at the Bartica Community Center. Talk to us about the activity today. I think the ministry is doing land allocation for the 5 mile area.
Yeah, sure.
Talk to us about what's going to be happening here today.
Good morning to your listeners, and it's a pleasure to be in Bartica, actually. Well, you recall His Excellency would have announced our commitment to be able to aggressively clear or bring up to par our backlog. Our backlog in the sense, not our manifesto commitment, because we're going to pass our manifesto commitment. We're no longer looking at our manifesto commitment. We're looking at how much more we can do. And so, except Region 4, for all the other regions, we have gotten land, and that allows us to do this quickly. So now we are Bartica. Last week we were in Essequibo. So we have available 500 lots for allocation today, and that will bring us very close to clearing the backlog for Region 7, and that is why we're here. So this is our second major dream realized now for this 2025, and we're going to other regions.
Minister, this area didn't see any housing development 2050 to 2020. Based on the interactions your staff would have had with persons here, how are they feeling about this process moving forward for them?
You know, it's interesting because you will recall just before 2015, who was the Minister of Housing and Water, right? And so who is our president now? So President Ali, who was the minister then, you would have had the development of the 5 mile scheme. So that was left in 2015. And as you quite rightly said, nothing happened after that. When we came back in, we started the 5 mile extension. And that is where we're on now. And as a result, we have already done the infrastructure. So persons can access the area, they can see their lot. We have added another dimension. We're building houses. It will be good for you to visit, and you can see we have, in fact, today, part of the exercise, a few persons who are pre-qualified, will be allocating them, having gone through the process with the bank.
Right.
And so that's a boost for Region 7. So it means home ownership for Region 7 is happening as quickly as possible, and as part of our commitment of the People's Progressive Party civic government. Okay. We have a new area that, as a result, we have gotten from Lands and Survey, again, Lands and Survey Commission, because you'll know the state lands here on the GLSC, and that has allowed us to do more, and that is why we're allocating today. Okay. We're not keeping land for the next PPP government. I noticed I said the next PPP government, right?
Right.
As the lands have become available, and if we have persons in the system, then we are making it available.
Okay, all right. Minister, thanks for talking to
It's
us.
a
I know you got
pleasure.
a busy day
Sure.
ahead of you.
All right.
Thank you for taking time.
Yeah.
Right, so that was the Minister of Housing and Water, the Honorable Courdel Croll. Also meeting him here is the Mayor of Bartica, a couple of the councillors as well. I see the Prime Minister's representative somewhere here. Uh, where did he go? Let me see if I could catch him. I've been trying to get him on this show for a while. So now that we're in Bartica, we're doing morning PS. Right, so that's him there, Erin Ward, Prime Minister's representative here in Bartica. We've been inviting him on the show for a while, so now we're going to bully him. How are you doing, Chief? All is well?
Fine. We have been trying to catch each other for a long time. So, we always in a move. This is just another day.
Yes,
So at least
yes,
you see,
yes.
you have me here again working.
Right.
So, how are you
So,
doing?
not too bad. Talk to us about this here land allocation in Bartica. What's the vibe on the ground for persons in this region, moving this land ownership
Oh,
process forward?
it's wonderful. I can tell you, it's wonderful. For me, it's emotional when you compare this administration with the last administration.
Right.
Over the last maybe 3 or 4 days, people have been coming to update the information. When you ask them, you were told that they went to some outreach sometime back with the last administration. They sat in front of a computer, the names were down and nothing at all.
Right.
In comparison to this administration, it's action. And so when you think about the ministry taking time off to call each and everybody, right, individually to say, yo, come and uplift, come and do business here this morning. It's a wonderful thing that you can own something. It goes to show that this government every day is a working day, right? Another demonstration of the office coming to you and not you going to the office, which is wonderful, when you think about Region 7 getting the judge down, the whole cost of it and so on.
Right, right.
It's a wonderful feeling, and I wish to commend His Excellency, our brother and our friend, Dr. Muhammad Infernali. He has been doing an excellent job in ensuring that the nation is properly taken care of. He's ensured that at some point in time that everybody in this country above 18 will own a piece of land. That's a big plus. That's a big plus.
Yeah. Aside from that, there's been a lot of development happening in your region. Just, I think it was last week, the Ministry of Labor and I think G Mining had an agreement to train Barticians for their operation. As you have a new hotel going up here right at the waterfront road construction. The Minister of Local Government was here just the other day, gave the town council a new garbage truck. Are Barticians pleased with the general development that we're seeing?
Yeah, absolutely. And when you look at the kind of private-public partnership that is taking place, you mentioned G Mining. We will train over 2,000 people to work there in the mines. That's guaranteed. You have a salary every month. What it says to you, you can bargain with the bank. Any other institution you can bargain with. This administration has renewed the strength and the eager in Guyanese in coming forward. Region 7, not only Bartica, because sometimes when you talk about Region 7, people think it's Bartica.
Right.
But throughout the length and breadth of this region, if you go, you will see something happening, development. A school building here, hospital building here. If you look right across there, we have just completed our new police outstation.
Wow.
The new commander office, our roads. As you see, last year we have done a lot of work. This year we have some more to do. And so Barticians, they're with us. They're following every bit of the development that is taking place. And we're very, very happy for that.
Right. Right now, I'm going to let you go. But before I go, I have something for you. Just hold right here. Good morning. So I had this for you for a while. So I want to present you with this, your Livewire jersey.
Well, thank you very much.
Right?
I love the color.
Yes.
It's a wonderful color. This color is a progressive color, It's a progressive color.
Right.
You see it from far.
Right. So, guys, we were just talking to Mr. Eric Ward, the Prime Ministerial representative for Region number 7. And as I said, we're here at the Bartica Community Center. The land allocation exercise is about to get on its way. All the officials from the Ministry of Housing and Water and the Central Housing and Planning Authority are here I'm going to see if I could get a quick word with the mayor of Bartica um, as it relates to his views on what's going on here today, right? So we're now talking to Mayor Murray. Mayor, morning. How are you? What are your thoughts on this exercise getting kicked off here in Bartica? The hand ownership for Barticians.
Pleasant morning. Pleasant morning. I'm happy to say that this program that the housing ministry has with Bartica, the expansion of the housing scheme, and also delivering to the people today their title. It's always a happy moment for residents in Bartica and the entire township.
Right.
And we must say that the government definitely has Bartica and the township in thought. And the expansion that we're receiving in Bartica, the transformational project, including Ministry of Housing, definitely is a plus for us.
Right.
And we can see the efficient service of the officers here that is given to the residents when they turn up to receive their title or queries. And it's a plus for the government and also a plus for the residents of Bartica.
Yeah.
A smooth flow of persons being here this morning.
Right, right. All right, Mr. Mayor, thank you for talking to us. I know you have a
Always
busy
pleasure.
day ahead of you
Always a
too.
pleasure.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Good. So we're gonna just take you around here to give you a quick look at people calling me and they're not alive at this time. I don't know why this good. I don't know. I don't know why this good. So as I said, the process has started for a lot of persons already, submitting their allocation letter. Again, there are several sections to them to go through. I think it starts on this side here, with the issuance of allocation letters, the payment allocation, record allocation. Then I think the selection, that's where you may be pulling the house lot. Um, you may be able to apply for the subsidy over there, or they may be handing out subsidies as well. For persons who are here who have titles ready, they may be able to pick up titles and transport. The legal section, and of course, squatter regularization and relocation, something this administration has been working a lot to do. Bringing persons from illegality into legality. There's planning, I guess those are the map people, no, well, planning. And then you have the survey unit, which are the map people who actually show you, give you some idea of what it is on the map, where you're located, and that kind of thing. And then there's the actual survey process where you go on the ground to find the spot itself, right? Guys, we're going to be cutting the program here this morning a bit short. We're going to be trying to stream the official ceremony for the allocation exercise here today. But thank you guys for joining me on the live. Thank you so much for the support. I want to say a special thank you to Councillor Dion Young for his support to Livewire TV Studios. Also, Mr. Kwesi Monroe as well. Thank you so much for the continued support, and all the others who have supported me and Livewire TV from our fledgling stage to where we are now. We're still budgeting, but it's a process that we're taking in stride and we're growing as we go. Right? Again, thank you for joining us on this live. We'll see you on Monday for another episode of Livewire with yours truly. And I'll definitely be working on getting that interview with Mr. Mohammed, Mr. Asruddin Mohammed, for you guys. But nevertheless, this is the scene down here at the Bartica Community Center. The land allocation process has started. I guess persons are going to be coming out a little later. Don't see the early long lines like in Georgetown, but the staff are here, the ministry staff are here, and they are ready to work to ensure that home and land ownership is realized here in Bartica Region 7. As I usually say before I go, it's all about peace, it's all about love. Don't tell me this music being playing all the time. Oh, it's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble.